Hey everybody, it's Aaron from the Kilby Life, bringing another Kilby Life video. Today we're talking about my 650 days on the carnivore diet, what I've learned in the 5 levels of the carnivore diet, and there might actually be a bonus level.
Oh yeah, that sounds good.
The first one is denial. It's not just a river. That one's even bigger.
No.
That's a largemouth, yeah. Hey guys, I got another largemouth bass. Man, those some pretty good hamburgers. Oh yeah.
Denial. It's not just a river.
It is where most of us have hung out for our lives. In a place where we thought we knew what healthy was. We've tried to eat healthy, but it didn't work. We continued to try to eat healthy, and it didn't work. We lived in a state of denial where we thought standard American diet was good food. This is what we're supposed to eat. This is what mom made for us or grandma made for us, and this is what you're supposed to eat.
Eat your broccoli.
You want a treat? No, eat your vegetables first because it's healthy. I just looked up the top 10 most healthy foods. Fish, broccoli, beets, spinach, kale, peanut butter, almond, mango, blueberries, and the Mediterranean diet. And so a lot of us go through life in what I call a denial phase, where we're trying to be healthy, we're trying to be better people, we're trying to eat right, we're trying to watch what we eat. Don't eat fat because it makes you fat. Don't eat cholesterol because it clogs your arteries. What you find out is that the science isn't settled in any of these things. People are just coming up with their own hypotheses, getting people to pay for these hypotheses and these studies and have bends towards the information that you get. And so we get sold a lot of times from big companies like let's say Cheerios or Kellogg's. They're paying people to do studies that change the numbers around, and they're fortifying their food with all these vitamins, minerals, and they say it's heart healthy. Personally, for me, I was trying to do a good job. I was trying to be a healthier person. I was trying to be a good husband and good dad, try to stick around for my kids, try to make right choices, try to go on the right diets, keto, try to eat low carb, try to just watch what I eat, don't eat out, make your own food at home. And for some reason I just kept getting sicker and sicker. I know why I did, because I didn't stick to the diets for one, but a lot of these diets weren't easy to stick to. There was like some kind of cipher. Math. Figuring out how to eat these foods and what amounts and stuff like that. And for me, it just didn't work out. When I got on the carnivore diet, that denial disappeared. It was like, oh my goodness, why would anyone eat a pizza? Like literally there's like no nutrition in that. I started looking at all the commercials for foods and I was like, that's not food. Hey, where's the beef? That's not food, that's not real food. A carnivore diet really helped me understand what food actually is. I tried the pot sticker and I was like, this just tastes like flour. It was not palatable at all. I was like, this is not good. Like, the meat inside was great. I was like, oh, there's something wrong with this. Well, what about fruits and vegetables? I have nothing against fruits and vegetables, but you also got to know where it comes from, how it's grown, what kind of pesticides they use, all these things, because we live in a society where we replace natural things with chemicals and
trash, pure trash.
We don't grow pure food very often. Now, you could probably find some clean foods here and there. It's not what we think it is. It's not always doing ourselves a favor. There's plenty of people out there that eat vegetables all the time because they think it's healthy, but then they have like IBS problems and urgent bowels syndrome and all these things, and just struggle with skin problems and hormone problems. And guess what? Sometimes it's the food you're eating. The second level is anger. This is where you start getting angry that you've been lied to. You get angry that you believe the lie. This is where I went to the doctor and found out I had type 2 diabetes. And I'm like, what? Something about the doctor just saying, I'm gonna put you on medication, just kind of got me angry, because not once did they tell me I should go on a diet. Not once did they say I should watch what I eat. All they said is, oh, we'll watch these numbers. right? But I knew there was something going on and knew there needed to be some changes, and I don't know what to do. People don't know what to do. What do you do? I come here for regular checkups. How do I all of a sudden have type 2 diabetes? It's like, well, your A1C is up over this threshold. I'm like, okay. Well, if you saw it creeping up, which I was able to see on my labs, I didn't know what these things were. I could see it creeping up. I'm like, well, he could see it creeping up. Why didn't he warn me that I was headed towards type 2 diabetes? Well, because then he can give me the medication. That's what it was. Well, now you can just take this pill, or I'll give you a permission slip here and you go get this pill so you can continue the way that you're eating to get sicker and sicker, because you're just allopathic medicine. There's no holistic stuff. There's no other option. The only option that I can teach you or give you is, and train to give you, is medication. These are a lot of things that I've learned through that anger, getting mad at the medical system for essentially chaining the information up to a pulpit and not letting me access it because I might not be smart enough or intelligent enough or be trusted with the information that's in there.
Mama said.
It means the people are trying to control you, selling you indulgences. You know it's right. Why wasn't my doctor giving me all the information about metabolic health? Hey, here's some trends, here's some negative trends, maybe here's some ideas. Hey, how could it have been worse than just take the pill and no information? Actually, it could have been worse. It could have been way worse. Sir, yes. Not only should we save you and your body and your soul, we should save the planet by going on a vegan diet. No. So another level of the carnivore diet, after you go through denial that you even have a problem, and the anger once you realize you have a problem, but it starts to fuel you, and then you start bargaining.
Rebate coupons.
You're gonna start bargaining. You're gonna start bargaining with your thoughts and yourself and with people and the grocery store. You're gonna go out and you're gonna be like, okay, I'm done with this. I'm gonna change this. And I remember for me specifically, it was like, I'm gonna do something. I don't like this. I don't like where I'm headed. I gotta do something. There's something I need to do. Let's get online. Low carb diets. No carb diets. Carnivore diet. Let's do that. I'm working on a no carb carnivore diet to try to lose some weight, and it's been 15 days that I've only ate meat. And what have I learned? I mean, it doesn't bother me that much. Like, I enjoy meat and I enjoy eggs, and yeah, just making sure I have no carbs and no sugars. The only thing I've ate besides meat is some king oyster mushrooms because I grew them, and I'm like, I don't want them to go to waste. Carnivore diet, let's do that. And I hopped on, I was like, I'm gonna do it for 30 days. About 15 days into it, I was like, guess what? I'm not gonna be healed within 30 days. I hit that 30-day mark and I was like, yeah, I'm gonna definitely have to do this for 90 days. That was one of the biggest things I've ever done in my life. To go on a challenge, naive, and thinking that I could be healed within 30 days. And then naive, thinking within 90 days I was gonna be healed also. Guess what? I went that 90 days and I was radically changed. I lost like almost 30 pounds. You know, I stopped snoring. I was sleeping better. I had more energy. I started working out more. My confidence went way up. I just felt like a better person. I would recommend it to anyone that thinks it might help them, because being down 27 pounds, right? I don't feel totally healed. I still feel 44 years old, but I'm like, if I did 180, I have a feeling that my body will react well to it, and I'll feel better than I have in the last 15 years, maybe 20. In that bargaining with myself, I started realizing, especially there at the end of that 90 days, that this was gonna take even longer than 90 days. So my next bargain with myself is, Aaron, you're gonna go a year. Let's do a year. And I got to that year and I was like, do you know what? You're gonna need to do 2 years. It's been an amazing year. I've seen so much life change, and it's been dramatic. It's been dramatic, and I'm so thankful. And I just was saying over and over again, I gotta do something, I gotta do something. I still gotta do something. I still gotta do something. I still have responsibility for my health. I still have to take responsibility for my health. And I just want you to know that you can take responsibility for your health and start going on a journey. Next thing you know, you're gonna be a year in. Now, granted, anyone that has watched my videos know that I've struggled through some things. I've struggled through things and I've learned things through that, but I'm still dead set on eating carnivore for 2 years. Now, people like the purists will be like, well, if you had anything off menu, you're gonna have to restart. Well, whoever those purists are, you just need to smack them.
Want to keep talking smack or you want?
Right about that 90-day mark is when I started really realizing that I was gonna have to bury that dear friend carbs. I just couldn't have it in my life because I had done so much damage in my body from the previous like 43 years that it was gonna take me more than 90 days to heal. That's okay. I have the rest of my life to heal from that. I have the rest of my life to come up with new goals and new hoops to jump through when it comes to my health. Like I have new thresholds to cross over in strength and mindset and hope and all those things. But I remember when I had to bury my old friend carbs. Bye. I don't need you. Like White Fang him. Hey, I don't love you anymore. Get on, get.
With a breaking heart, he throws stones at it until it runs away.
If you go on the carnivore diet, you're gonna come up with some depression. There's gonna be a slog in your life. You're gonna do a really good job. There's excitement. You're running, you're running, you're running, you're running, and then you hit a wall. Why am I doing this? Do I really need to give up carbs for the rest of my life?
Forever, forever, forever. Forever.
A little bit of this here and a little bit of this there. You're telling me that if I eat cherry tomato, I will die. I'll lose my carnivore card. I'll have no friends. My wife will leave me. You start getting to a place where you stop making the progress you were looking for. And you're like, why again am I doing this?
Why am I doing this?
And this is where I kind of dug up that old friend a little bit.
It's alive. It's alive!
But I started having some things in my diet that were off-plan items. I was like, do you know what? It's Cinco de Mayo. I'm gonna have an avocado.
Cinco de Mayo!
And guess what? It was delicious. I had it with the steak. It was delicious. Oh, let's try a little bit of cabbage because, you know, it has
Antioxidants in it or whatever.
just a little bit of cabbage with some beef. And now I got my wife addicted to cabbage.
That's the good stuff right there.
Let's try a couple pickles. You know, get some clean pickles that are just in vinegar, no sugar. You know, I'm making these decisions that weren't too far off base, but then like, okay. Then I was like, well, I'll have a couple drinks here and I'll have a couple drinks there. And then I did it and then it made me feel like crap.
Why do I feel like crap?
And I'm like, why am I doing this? Like, I felt so much better not doing this, and now I'm doing this. But it wasn't like I was like running towards it. I was like, I made a decision to do it because I was experimenting with my health. I felt like I was in a place where I did so much hard work that I can give myself some freedoms back. With the reality that I knew that I couldn't do it all the time and it should be very limited, but I'm glad I've done that. I'm glad I've got to that point. I'm glad I wrestled through that, but you just can't stay there. I've been struggling with some depression and I feel like last year wasn't as bad, but this year it's been a little bit worse. And I was thinking last year, you know, my diet helped and it may have, but I also at that point I was more excited about my diet because it was newer and it consumed a lot of my thoughts. And now, it's, you know, I don't really look at my lifestyle as a diet anymore. It's like they say way of eating, but like this is just the food I eat and this is what I stick to. Or what I am characterized by sticking to. You watched my last video where I said I had a Caesar salad. You know, obviously that's not carnivore. The cheese, Parmesan cheese, is debatable. And the Caesar dressing, well, it had anchovies in it, but probably seed oils. And it was nominal, and you know, but that's why I say characterized by eating that way, because I don't really look at that stuff as like food that's actually going to nourish my body. I was on a trip But eventually doing that has led me back to where I started. Back at accepting the reality of my life. These things are not good for me. They're not healthy for me. I'm not saying you can't have an avocado or a pickle or eat something clean. I'm just saying I realize their place much better now. I understand that there's going to be penalties to pay for me if I eat cheese. Some people can eat cheese, it's accepted on the carnivore diet, but if I eat cheese, I will have to wrestle through days, if not a week, full of arthritic pain in my wrists and my shoulders. It just inflames my body. Thank you, diet, for teaching me that I have problems with cheese, and I've been eating cheese for 45 years. The acceptance stage is where I came back just remembering why I had to give up these things. Remembering the beginning of why I started this, and with a way better vantage point. With, you know, almost 2 years of eating that way, I had a better vantage point and understanding of what it really means to eat healthy.
I, Aaron Kilby, must eat a low-carb diet the rest of my life.
That's just how my body is wired right now. Like, if I eat the carbs and the sugars, it raises my blood sugar. But I understand that I also have some freedoms to eat things that are non-meat products from time to time. But with an eagle's eye.
Remember, I got my eye on you.
On my heart and my actual thoughts, because we could try to deceive ourselves, and the heart is deceitful above all things. We'll try to deceive ourselves. We got to watch ourselves.
Watch yourself.
Part of it's like, I'll try Ketovore a little bit. Well, just Ketovore is fine. 10 grams of carbs or less per day. It's like nothing. But I might as well just do carnivore because there's nothing there. But I'm like, okay, maybe this spring if I grow a little bit in my garden, I could have a little bit of vegetables that I grew because there's not pesticides on and stuff like that. This is where my brain is going now, and it's okay. And I'm thankful for the growing. So those are the 5 levels of carnivore, and there is a 6th one. It's maybe when you head back to denial again. Maybe my acceptance level is me actually going back into denial about what I can eat and what I can't eat. Maybe I'm self-deluded or delusioned right now. I have a self-delusion that I can eat off the carnivore diet plan and be okay. I really think only time will tell. But I do know deep down that the carnivore lifestyle, not just a diet, carnivore lifestyle, eating a proper human diet saved my life. It changed so many things in my life and the way I think about food. Not only changed my life, it changed my wife's life because she's lost a lot of weight too and has got some health in her life.
Wasting this time that I borrowed, running too fast for the sun, and my eyes they still burn for tomorrow. Ooh. Wanna come alive. I'm keeping up. like I have done since a child. And my eyes, they still burn for tomorrow. It might never come. I'm keeping up through lows and highs, and I see it. Why I'm alive, it's all for you. I'm keeping up through lows and highs, and I see it. Why I'm alive, it's all for
And one thing you could also do is check out this beef butter bacon and egg challenge I'm doing right over here. I'm uploading a video every day for 60 days. Exactly what I'm eating. Kilby out.